Shorebirds, I'm Fiona and welcome back if you've practiced with me before. Today's class is part of a new evening series of classes, and this class is a 35-minute gentle stretching flow which combines just some gentle movements, longer holds, and concludes with some pranayama and Shavasana. It's a really blissful embodied flow to help you ease out of your day and into your evening or into a restful night's sleep. And all you'll need for practice is a blanket. And I really hope you enjoy. Thanks for joining. Namaste.
And begin your practice laying down on your back, feet wide to the side edges of your mat, bending your knees and letting them gently knock together. Take a few moments to adjust and smooth your posture so you feel supported and at ease. Inviting your eyes to close so you can gently turn your attention inward. And let the intention of your evening practice be to simply check in with your body and reconnect with your physical self. Give yourself permission not to get caught up in any particular outcome. This practice ahead is just to be with what is, a chance to cultivate a willingness to observe, to stay open and receptive. An act of self-care at the end of your day. And we'll begin together by breathing together. And feel free to animate your breath with any sounds. Simple sighs can be such an energy equalizer. We'll take 3 breaths. Taking a long, slow breath in. And perhaps an open mouth exhale. Release. Another deep breath in, filling up. And a slow, smooth, even release of breath. One more here, filling up. And letting go. Letting your breath find its own natural rhythm now. Feel an openness across your chest, a loosening feeling down your torso, and let your next breath be received in a softening belly. And as your breath ebbs and flows now more peacefully, sense the possibility of letting go of your day. Any emotion, stress and worry from your day can live in your body if we don't offer it an exit. And just by taking some mindful breath, you have the power to give movement and sound to any physical tension. You offer it a way of leaving your body. So as you linger here, let your breath move and occupy your whole body. Breathing out any stagnation or burdens from the day. And preparing to move now, breathe a deeper breath in, closing your feet, your knees, and rolling out to your side. We're going to make our way into a child's pose at the back of your mat. Splitting the knees wide to the side edges of your mat, buttocks toward your heels, walk your arms forward, just nestling and resting your forehead to the mat. Expressing your breath through the sides of your waist, your spine as you reach through your arms. And then softening, widening your back, your belly as you breathe out. Feeling the movement in your body your breath creates, the refuge it offers. Just thinking of the moments during your day when you are over-concentrated, perhaps in front of the computer, or worried about something, we hold our breath. It's natural. So how we feel affects our breath. And likewise, how we breathe can affect how we feel. So as you move through your practice, invite your breath to be really full and deep, nourishing. As you feel yourself breathe in now, glide up onto all fours and bring the knees just a little closer together, and we'll start to circle the hips here, swaying out into the sides of your torso, fanning your ribs, feeling into your outer hips and your spine. Just taking the scenic route through cat and cow. Letting your shoulders, your head join in. And circle back in the opposite direction. A slightly less structured movement here, tuning into how your body wants to move. And then just returning to neutral. Center your right knee now and raise your left leg up and back. Breathe in here. Exhale, draw your left knee in toward your chest, dome your spine. Inhale, reach your left leg back. And as you exhale this time, knee to chest, and then thread your left leg in front of your right. So your legs across, standing on your shins, keep the hips high above the knees there. Go ahead and walk your hands forward. So you take the shape of downward dog in your upper body and eagle legs. Pause here for a few breaths. Reaching your armpits away from your hips. Your fingers away from your shoulders, just lengthening out. And walking the hands back, unravel the legs back to all fours. On your inhale, raise your right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Breathing in, reach away. And exhale, knee to nose, and then thread. Right leg in front of the left. Keeping the hips high, walk your hands forward. And just check in, notice how the shape feels in your body. Take in all the detail, how it's affecting your breath. Where you can feel sensation. And if it's awkward, notice any subtle shape changes that'll help you breathe a smoother breath. And walking the hands back, unravel the legs down, take the next few breaths to arrive in downward facing dog. Perhaps spiking, walking your feet, bending, straightening the legs, swaying the hips. And when you're ready, just settle in, be still. And feel free at any time to close your eyes whenever you feel stable. Just closing out the light takes away our perception of sight and shifts it toward what we can actually feel. Make contact with your breath, full and deep, taking 3 more cycles of breath. On your next breath in, looking forward, and then go ahead, walk to the top of your mat, take an easy forward fold. Space your feet wider than your hips here to the side edges of your mat. Bend the knees, lay the torso on the thighs, and just hold onto the frame of your elbows. Sway and move side to side here, loosening, lengthening through your torso. Feel the weight of your head, the ground beneath your feet. And just sway yourself back to center. And preparing for Malasana Yogi squat. Turn your toes out and sitting back any amount on the back of your calves. Pause for a few deep breaths. And just feeling your breath's fullness around your belly, your ribs, your upper back. And breathing in, parallel your feet, lift up halfway, pressing your hands into your shins. And then exhale, fingertips down, step your right foot back for low lunge. Lower your right knee to the floor. And then just start to squeeze your right knee forward, your left heel back, taking the energy of the ground, lifting it up into your hips. And when you're steady, reach your arms up toward the ceiling. Breathing up toward your fingers. Take your left hand now to your right wrist. Lengthen your spine tall as you inhale, and exhale, side bend to your left. Breathe in, return to center, and exhale, release your hands to the floor for lizard pose. Shifting your left foot over into the left lane, hands to the inside of your left foot. Here for the next 8 breaths, just calm and smooth. You might like to softly stir your hip in circles as you hug your left inner knee to your upper left arm. Or just pause and be still. Just moving away from any over effort. And from here we'll transition into Ardha Hanuman half monkey pose on a diagonal. Keep the hands on the inside of your left foot, start to shift the hips back, working towards straightening your left leg now. Bowing forward to the inside of your left leg. Feel and savor the sensations you can feel through the back of your left leg. And scan more broadly now through your body. Perhaps unclench your jaw, you don't need those muscles here. Feel the touch of your breath in the back of your torso. Take one more full breath. And exhale, roll forward onto the sole of your left foot. Raise your right knee. And step quietly back to your downward facing dog. Take the time to place yourself, and then very gently taming any tendency to fidget. Perhaps close your eyes. Next few breaths. Getting tactile, feel the texture of the mat under your hands, your feet. Feel your breath wrap around your ribs, your chest, your back. Take 2 more smooth breaths. Breathing in deeply. And on your exhale, step your right foot to your hands for low lunge. With your fingertips down, just take a moment to tidy up your shape, engaging your legs, and just initiating that stability by pressurizing your right heel, then floating the arms up toward the ceiling. And just notice if you can feel more supported and tall through your low back by firming your low belly and scissoring your right heel back, your back thigh forward. Moving into your side stretch, right hand to your left wrist. Breathe yourself tall and exhale, side bend to your right now. Stay for a few breaths. Firm your left glutes. That's going to help to bring your tailbone down and lift any compression out of your low back. And coming back to center, and then hands to the mat for lizard pose. Right foot moves to your right lane. Hands settle on the inside of your right foot. 8 breaths. Just encouraging yourself to remain acutely aware of all your body's feedback. Breathe a deliberately long, slow breath in and out. Same nurturing tempo to your breath. And transitioning into the half splits now on a diagonal, motioning your hips back, straightening your right leg now, flexing, creating some space between all your toes, and then widening, smiling, your chest open so the lungs are clear and bright. And release, rolling forward onto your right foot. Make your way back into downward facing dog. And just land here, spreading your fingers, anchoring them into the mat, lengthening your arm bones, and extending your heels in the direction of the ground, elongating the whole back of your body. Observing all the sensations, all the detail you can feel, inhabiting your shape with your full, curious attention. Taking one more cycle of breathe. And then from here, breathe yourself forward to a high plank. And on your exhale, slowly lower to your belly. I'm going to take our left forearm out in front, parallel with the top edge of the mat. Go ahead, bend your right knee, reach back and connect your right hand to the inside of your right foot. And if your foot and hand don't quite reach, just reach back in that direction with that intention. Pressing into your left forearm to lift your chest, and same time gently push the right foot away. Firm your right thigh into the mat. So you're seeking sensation down the front of your right thigh, front of your shoulder, and just a mild back bend here. It's regulating your shape to find ease and comfort so you don't disrupt the smooth pattern of your breath. One more deep breath in and release. Remaining prone here, just reach your right arm out wide at the height of the shoulder. Bend your left elbow, tent your left fingers and just roll to your right, toward your right arm and onto your hip. And letting your head rest to the floor. An option here to bend your left knee, step the left toes behind you for more sensation. We're just here for another 5 more. And if it feels comfortable, close the eyes, zoom your attention in toward the feeling tone of your right shoulder. And then scan more widely through your body, take in all the detail of your shape. Notice if you can breathe a softer breath. And release back to your belly, and we'll switch sides here. Right forearm forward now, left hand to your left foot. 5 deep breaths. And when you're ready, transitioning into your shoulder opener, left arm extends out at the height of your shoulder. Then just gently roll toward your extended arm. And then once you're situated, just let your head rest. Breathe here. Slow and steady. One more full breath. And roll onto your belly, hands by your low ribs, pressing back, downward facing dog. Eyes soft, breath smooth. And just being attentive to your body as you practice, you intentionally influence where your energy goes. So if you're half-hearted, then that will likely be your experience. This focus, this witnessing, observing, naturally creates space between your thoughts and a more solid connection with your body. When we feel more, we're more inclined to listen more closely to our own body's wisdom and feedback. And this creates connection, and then that connection elicits care for ourselves and naturally those around us. We're going to center our left foot now, preparing for pigeon pose. Breathe in slowly, raise your right leg up and back. And then exhale, right knee to the back of your right hand for pigeon. Extending your left leg long. And if you've got tighter hips here, grab your blanket, fill the space under your right buttock so you have support. And you can sense the ground meeting your buttocks. We'll take the next 10 breaths or so here. Sneaking your way forward and down with your breath. Relaxing into the space of your inner groins. Loosening, letting go through the shoulders. And walking your hands back and pressing back, downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal and stretch the heels. Let the back of your right knee open. And then step the right foot to center. Breathe in, raise the left leg up and back. And exhale, left knee, back of your left hand now. And just take the time to arrange your shape, prop yourself if it feels more comfortable before resting forwards. Tuning into the temperature of the stretch around the left buttocks and any other feedback from your body. Feeling your next breath in, and softening, releasing as you breathe out. And if you have a blanket propped under your buttocks, just removing it to one side now. We're going to sit down on the left buttocks and sweep the right leg around to the front of your mat. We'll move into a twist. Point your right toes toward the ceiling, right leg straight, and adjust your left foot to your inner right thigh. Left hand to the floor behind you now for support, right hand to your left knee. Take the next 3 breaths to revolve to your left. And just invite your pelvis, your hips, your ribs to turn in your twist as you extend and engage your right leg. And coming back to center, keep the legs where they are. Line your torso up over your right thigh, Shavasana now, forward fold. Breathing in, arms reach up toward the ceiling. Exhale and forward fold. Letting go of any rigidity or forcing, just inviting your spine to round a little as you relax forward. Breathing in, walking yourself back upright, and we'll switch sides. Left leg out long, right knee bends. Breathing in, lifting tall, and exhale to twist to your right now. Breathing toward the space in your ribs and your upper back. One more smooth breath. And release, final forward fold here. Here to pause. Arms reach up overhead. And exhale to forward fold. Kindly, easefully. And settle in. Gently release. And just walking yourself back now. And we'll conclude practice here with alternative nostril breathing, Nadi Shodana, and rest. So you may wish to practice this laying down on your back in Shavasana, and you can do that hands free, or remain upright and then rest back at the end of our breath work. Just getting situated, aligning your spine, and anchoring your body into the floor with everything you've got in contact with the mat. One of the great benefits of this particular pranayama is that it really helps with cognition specifically our verbal and spatial memory and focused attention. It also balances our nervous system, so it really helps you to feel more grounded and settled. If you're upright here, I'm going to turn your left palm up, take your index and thumb to touch, extending all your other fingers out straight. Now take your right index and middle finger to the space between your eyebrows, thumb to your right nostril, ring and little finger to your left nostril. If you're laying back, you're simply going to direct your breath as you follow along, hands free. And keeping your touch light on your nose, we'll take a breath together through both nostrils. Empty the lungs completely. Close the right nostril, breathe in left side. Close the left, open the right, breathe out right side. Breathe in right side nostril. Close the right, open the left, breathe out left side. Breathing in left. Breathing out right. Breathe in right side. Breathe out left. Continue on, alternating. Try and keep your gaze nice and soft. Your eyeballs steady. Touch of your hands smooth and soft. I'm taking one more round here. Releasing your hands if you had them there. Taking a few moments to attune to the side effect of this breathing technique. Feeling the freedom of your breath now through both nostrils. The clarity, centeredness that arises from simply focusing your attention. And just so you know, we have 5 minutes remaining for you to either remain seated upright or rest back in Shavasana to really soak up all the benefits of your practice. Make yourself comfortable. Inviting your body, your senses to recede back. Letting the mass of your body sink in to the back of your body. Feel the weight of your heels, your calves, buttocks, torso, back of your arms, the back of your skull. Feel your connection to the floor. Maintain this whole body awareness. You're surrounded by the ambient sounds from your room to keep you rooted in this moment, fully present. Just practicing being still, fully aware, feeling the feedback. We return home to ourselves, more connected, more empowered, and with this, more freedom to choose how to be. Rest and let go now. I'll be back to guide you back. Gently, gently drifting back. Breathe a deeper breath. And stretch and move any parts of your body that need it. If you're laying back there, bending your knees, taking your feet to the floor, rolling out to your right side, take a moment, one final rest. Letting your eyes open, and then drag yourself all the way back up. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a beautiful evening ahead, a restful sleep. Namaste.